Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all you beautiful, valid people out there, thank you for tuning into another episode of Psycholonials. I fucking hate myself so fucking much. Even Mary Jane concurs, like, over, like, rawr! Yeah, I get it, Mary Jane.
Yeah, it reminds me of the whole Homestuck days where he's like, welcome to Homestuck!
Homestuck! Dude, I fucking hate me.
Happy Wheels!
Dude, who am I? Like, what happened to me within the past? It's almost been a year.
I know. This past year has been absolutely insane.
Who am I anymore, man?
Anyways. Yeah, because wait, when does this episode come out?
It's gotta be, like...
the 28th of March.
And I think that's whenever we... Wait, that was after we started recording. We've been recording videos for this channel.
Yeah.
For almost a year now.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane.
Because we started recording videos before we even had a name for this fucking channel.
We did. We were like, let's just not mention a name. It's fine.
We did that.
We did.
Then we just decided we're narcissistic pricks and we got to I and J.
Yeah,
it should be J and I, but that's fine.
Yeah, but alphabetical order, but
no order of importance.
Who says they're not the same thing, Jay?
Listen here, buddy boy. but you know, it's just like, it's so whack.
My God.
We've almost been here for a year.
I know, it's crazy.
I'm a completely different person now.
Yeah. Yeah. You are.
Do you remember who I used to be on this fucking channel?
I do.
Like, I think as a person, I haven't changed that much. I mean, a bit. I think I have had a bunch.
Your persona has changed a lot.
I've had a lot of personal growth, but, like, I was so much more, like...
Yeah, no, I've been watching, like, the original Homestuck videos recently to try to, like, edit out the flashes.
I was much more reserved.
Yeah.
You know?
Anyways, it's probably a conversation for a different video.
But, like, it's wild. Maybe, like, for the one... Nah, the 1 year thing's something different, but... I gotta get... dude, I only have half a month to finish.
Jay, we'll talk about it in the April update.
I haven't even started.
Well, we gotta work on it.
I don't know what's cancelable and what's not cancelable.
Anyways, Psycholonials, Chapter 5, Stuck Pig.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. The last one didn't end great.
Literal murder of 2 cops.
With 2 more kills, and then, 2 more kills.
Z has killed 3 people.
Z has murdered 3 people, and they were all cops.
And she just shot the lock off of the fucking restaurant she used to work at, which is a great Chekhov's gun for the beginning, because I thought we'd never hear about the restaurant again.
Yeah, of course. And then they go in there, and then they fucking force themselves on Percy.
True.
Which is always a great time, isn't it?
Yeah, because Percy's in shock. Percy can't even fucking move right now.
Percy's in shock. It's insane. I would be too. It's crazy.
I mean, I've been in shock for, like, way less things than a literal murder in front of me, you know? But, like...
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna press play and we're gonna keep going.
Yeah, sounds good. We just paused in the middle of this because we're recording this on the same day as the last one.
Yeah. The sword goes down.
The next day...
the next day, as if nothing ever happened... Where are they still at the restaurant? Wait, where is this?
You couldn't go back to Abby's house after your 2nd and 3rd cop murders of the year, and Abby couldn't exactly stay where she was either.
So where are they? The police would surely be knocking on her door again soon, especially considering it was her Bentley which is used to ram the car of the slain officers.
So you went to an Airbnb close to your old restaurant and walked there once it was dark. I see.
Interesting.
New house then.
Abby drove to meet you at the house, which is where you're all staying now until you can think of a better plan.
I mean, you have $5 billion, so it shouldn't be that hard.
So who's going to be Percy whenever he starts talking? Probably me, right? Because Z talks the most.
Yeah, I think so.
I enjoy it. Plus, I'm really hoping that Percy's cool and a cool character. Jers, am I right, guys?
Right.
It's not Jersey anymore because he is Purse now.
Yeah, Purse the Jubilate.
purse that you polite. This footage is showing up everywhere I look. It's so surreal. How did we even get here, Z?
We got here because the shitheads don't know when to stop pushing it. I know that footage makes it look like I'm just icing these cops like a hardened criminal, but could I just remind everybody that this only started because a cop almost murdered me in cold blood? I was just defending myself that night, and that's all I was doing yesterday too. I was defending Purse too, because he didn't do shit.
Hey! You can't pull the self-defense card. Ethically, ethically and morally, no.
They're just trying to justify it to themselves at this point, which is a coping mechanism. I really think there's something wrong with them in terms of, like...
No, he's fucking smiling!
Yeah.
What the fuck? Is he in shock, or is he actually happy with where he is right now?
The next day. I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Holy shit, dude, I'm not sure why that upsets me so much.
Yeah, this is insane. Well, I mean, aside from helping us rip off your parents, but that's a victimless crime anyway.
Yeah, you're right. It's not even that you're wrong about any of that. It's just, god damn, we're in so much trouble now.
Well, yeah, the cat is pretty much out of the fucking bag now, isn't it?
Yep.
There's really no denying it anymore now that the footage has made the rounds in the media. They're in a frenzy over it. I'm thinking of just coming clean and telling our fans the original story.
You sure that's a good idea?
Abby, have you even seen the discourse around this? Like, obviously corporate media is painting me as the bad guy. But everyone else, like the people who actually matter to our movement, they're talking about me like some kind of folk hero.
Really?
This mishap is actually incredibly good for business.
This mishap?
Just like it... Mishap.
Mishap.
That's how you spell mishap.
I like saying mishap.
Like it was when the news story came out that linking me to the first hit cop. It's not even like I planned this shit, but it turns out waging war against the police is entirely compatible with the brand we're building here.
Jesus Christ. That's kind of
I don't condone murders, but I do condone waging a metaphorical war against the police.
I don't want to have a war against the police. I don't want to shoot anybody.
Don't shoot. It's a metaphorical.
So we're gonna have. How are we gonna wage metaphorical war?
By ACAB. By educating ourselves and.
I know that. Can you see where I'm coming from, though? I'm scared about what could happen to us. Like, we're so deep with these money crimes, too. What if they find out about that?
Oh, Abby, they did find out. That's why the cops busted Percy, remember?
Percy's over like, wait, what?
Yeah, Abby's like, Z's like, get your story straight, Abby.
I thought they busted him because you sent them a photo of him once.
Okay, yeah, but that was an accident. Like, yes, Percy, I should have mentioned one time I fucked up and accidentally let a photo of you slip, but I didn't give your name or anything, and it was an innocent mistake. So maybe that's why they busted you. Who can even really say at this point? And anyway, I made a daring attempt to rescue attempt and killed your captors, and now here you are. So everything's cool, right? We're cool?
Why the fuck is he smiling? What are you doing? And why aren't you speaking?
Oh my god, this is great.
So I'm confused.
Jay's really
Did the
upset.
cops find out about our Bitcoin scams or not?
I mean, probably not. I doubt it actually, but when you think about it, what crime is even being committed? To BH on paper, it really just looks like a father's been working with his daughter to buy a bunch of Bitcoins.
Jesus Christ. I hate that.
God. I mean, fair enough. And the money just wound up in a family account, your account. If they want to prove a crime was committed, I guess they can try, but from where I'm standing, it looks like cop murder caught on tape is the crime they're prepared to take a lot more seriously.
Yeah, which doesn't actually make me feel much better. Can even go back to my house now. What about my horse? I need to feed him. Wait, I'd like to ask one question. How are they justifying the money that's being sent to quote-unquote Percy right now?
What do you mean?
Like, why are they sending Percy money? Oh wait, he's an investor, right? Isn't that it?
Yeah, he's a rich investor.
Okay, I was so confused about that. I just forgot.
Don't worry about Dave Hoof. We'll figure out a way to get that boy fed. I'll make sure that he's the fattest horse in the island when all is said and done. I'm working on solutions to all of this.
Jesus Christ. Not to doubt your master plan, but what would possibly be the solution to this? Are you going to use our billions to buy off the police?
No way. I'm not giving the cops a fucking dime of our hard-earned money. My plans were already in the works way before yesterday's incident.
Wish you'd actually let me in on all your secret plans. I'm your partner in crime. You're supposed to be able to trust me.
I do trust you, Abs. I just don't always want to overwhelm you with too much information. You've been doing so great with your dad. It would be a shame to clutter your head with new things to worry about.
I would like to say, I'm still so upset about fucking Percy right now.
I wonder if there's an explanation.
Why is he just vibing?
Yeah, I'm a little... I mean, this is the next day, so there has been, like, a fair amount of time with him.
Like, I understand shock, but shock can only last for so long, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he doesn't smile when he's in shock.
You don't smile while you're in shock.
So clearly he's going along with this for some reason, and I'm not sure why.
Is he simp? Is he simping?
Maybe. I thought he wasn't a simp. Like, I was pretty convinced he wasn't, and Z was just trying to...
Well, now my head is really cluttered because of certain police assassinations taking place in broad daylight, captured on videos which are now going viral. Can you just tell me what's going on?
You'll see. We're gonna get some help soon. This is actually why I had Purse come yesterday. I'll need a hand coordinating this.
What do you mean, help? Oh no, your cough is getting worse. I really hope it's not.
Oh no, Z. Although, I still don't have a cough yet, so...
You're next.
I'm sure it's not that. I've just been pushing too hard, shooting cops, screwing around, catching a little cold, that's all. Besides, I've been checking up my toes every day, not a single COVID toe in sight. Excuse me?
What's a COVID toe?
I have no idea.
Check your toes, Ian.
My toes are fine. Yeah, there we go, Abby.
I don't think that's really an indication of anything. I'd suggest you get tested, but...
Man, even people who aren't fugitives can barely get tested. Don't worry, I'm fine. Pretty sure I've got, like, herd immunity by now or something.
Interesting.
What do you mean herd immunity? That's not how that works.
Single person can't have herd immunity? I thought you were supposed to be smart.
Think again, bitch. Anyway, I don't want to be late for this thing that's about to happen. Come on, Purse, time to go for a drive.
Why is Purse going everywhere? Whose car is this? Young Percy had to Abby's car. She bought a BMW this time, which is she brought a BMW this time, which is a bit less noticeable than cruising around the island in a Bentley. They're a dime a dozen around here.
You'll miss the Bentley, though. It served you well, especially in its final moments when it was used as a several $100,000 battering ram.
Where the fuck are they going? Percy has no idea where you're going. All you can do is glance at your phone sometimes, which you're holding for navigation purposes. That's awful. You shouldn't be holding a phone.
You've set the destination for a place near Jackson Point, which is one of the westmost parts of the island.
She's not gonna kill Percy, is she?
No, there's no reason she'd do that.
So, to get rid of a fucking witness. No witnesses.
Jay, that's not how that works.
A place that can facilitate boating activity in a way that's much more discreet than anything going on by the docks near the downtown area.
A few times Percy attempts some small talk. You humor him, nodding along, occasionally turning your head to throw him a smile. Seems like he's skirting the topic of his feelings?
It's not that he isn't talking, they just aren't paying attention.
You're super flattered and all, but it would behoove him to come to grips with the magnitude of what's about to take place in the island. Okay, here's my theory of why Percy's smiling. He's not. And this is just Z's interpretation.
Shit, that's why his face is so different. That's why the art style for everything is so different. It's because he's just...
Z's interpretation of this.
In the not too distant future, some very loud noises may be assailing his ears, but they won't be coming from wedding bells.
Yeah, Z is...
She just doesn't care.
Oh, wow.
Is that why everyone's art style is because she's just not paying attention enough?
Oh my god. Holy shit. You pull into the docks, get out of the BMW to find a bunch of guys hanging around. Percy looks bewildered, but your confident demeanor reassures him that this is part of your plan. That guy on the right is in full clown makeup.
She created her own fucking militia?
Yeah. Jay, an insane clown posse, if you will.
You can't just do that, dude.
An insane clown posse. Oh my god, okay. You study his reaction as he connects the dots. Of course he knows what's going on now, that he's seeing their reactions. Not to him, but you. They're all looking awestruck as you approach.
You must realize now these are guys you invited to the island, just like him. They didn't come by with the ferry, they arranged their own transport via privately owned boats. Interesting.
You say nothing for a moment, taking it all in. You bask in the hushed reverence. And their disposition is becoming quite familiar to you. Just another bunch of simps for your collection.
Ones with completely different utility than Percy. Ones that aren't nearly as soft. You begin eyeing some of the hardware they brought. Oh my god!
Yeah. Yep. They came equipped just as instructed. These plans were in the works all week, and some of these boats took well over a day of sailing to get here. As you assess your new recruits, you can feel Percy fidgeting to your side. Clearly he wants some answers. He's wondering why you didn't tell him about this earlier. Yeah, Percy is not... Okay, well now he's like, so now he is paying a little bit of attention. But still. I'm telling you now, aren't I?
He obviously can't dispute that, but his body language is still unsatisfied. That's fine. Now is precisely the right time to debrief him so he knows how he fits into the plan.
Sorry, Perce, this was top secret stuff, and we were so busy with our financing operations, which were much more important. I've been back-channeling with some of our most dedicated followers, ones in it for the long haul, guys like you know? I asked guys with boats to rally other guys pretty close by. They organized low-key trips here to the west side. No ferries, no downtown action, no heat from cops.
He's clearly grappling with this behind-the-scenes logistics of this. The who's, the where's, the when's.
Some of these boats are from the Massachusetts coasts. A few are from Long Island. We got sailors here from all up and down the eastern seaboard, actually. Last I checked with the guys on point, we had almost 20 boats headed here. But there might have been more added since. Also, look at that flag.
Oh my... They really are like a fucking government being set up. Holy shit.
Yeah. They're taking over the world. So I swear, this better ended with them taking over the world. I want that to happen. Please.
Holy shit.
You wouldn't believe how psyched these guys were to get the invite. Well, maybe you would. They're a good people. Just a bunch of dedicated, hardworking jubilites, ready and willing to step up and do some crazy shit.
Percy looks overwhelmed, maybe even intimidated to the untrained eye, but you can know that isn't it. You can tell exactly what that look is. It's concerned that his role of importance may be rapidly diminishing before his eyes. He put a stop to that quickly. Oh, so he's not worried about what's going on. He's worried about the fact that he's not important.
See, but again, this might be Z's interpretation.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. Maybe this is face value and Percy's the biggest simp in the world, but I kind of feel like Z's been...
Well, Hussie needs to explain it soon or else I'm not going to get it.
Yeah. Don't worry, Percy. I brought you here for a reason. You'll be out front, loading this crew in terms of the necessary logistics. Oh, leading the crew. This crew in terms of the necessary logistics. Look at this shit. Just a bunch of dudes and boats after a long voyage wondering what the fuck to do, where they go, whatever. You'll take the reins on that. But you gotta be careful, since the cops are still crawling all over this island looking for us, okay?
He nods more confidently this time.
Huh, maybe I am wrong.
Our simp.
Oh my god! What the fuck do you think this is? Gathering the fucking juggalos? Shit!
Oof.
Well, it isn't. Not yet, at least. Don't worry. There'll be a time and place to wear the paint. But for now, you play it straight. Plain clothes, plain faces. You're all just a bunch of average locals, understood? I booked you all a bunch of Airbnbs, so make yourself comfortable. And I don't see much of a reason why you should be making plans to honor your checkout dates, if you know what I mean. We're digging the fuck in. Everybody cool with that? Purse, make sure all these guys get to wherever they need to go. Ubers, taxis, rent some vans, jack some cars, however you want to do it. Counting on you, man. Now everybody get moving.
Oof, dude.
Jesus Christ. Z really is dictator material.
Z is Hitler, question mark? Holy shit. No.
Commandeered it.
Do not give Z a fucking AR. Please.
Fucking commandeered it.
Don't give Z an automatic rifle, that's all I ask.
Oh my god, my enjoyment of the story has changed. Like, I still fucking love it, but for a very different reason now.
Like I said, she's not an anti-hero anymore. She's a fucking villain.
Shit. Yeah. I've got some content to manage.
This isn't content, you sicko.
Holy shit. Oh shit! What do you mean 2 weeks later?
You can't do that!
What's it?
16 million
16
followers.
fucking million! Jesus Christ!
She's bigger than Dream! And she's still only following one fucking person!
Yeah, they're only following Abby.
After 2 weeks of constant media coverage of your recent exploits, your brand has skyrocketed. Both the video captured by a witness and the dashcam footage have been playing constantly. Members of the press have gathered on the island to cover the manhunt while the police presence has grown.
But
Holy shit, they're actually fighting!
Yep. But the intensification of recent events hardly has been limited to circumstances on the island. The entire country has suddenly ignited into civil unrest over police brutality and the extrajudicial murders of black people at the hands of law enforcement. Something is stirring in America. Yes!
Wait, so is no one caring about COVID anymore?
Oh, you know what? Is this in a direct relation to what happened in June? Is it June now?
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks since like May, so yeah.
Because my original thing was it was based off of Z's movement, but actually this might be just referring to what happened in June.
I agree.
Because June was a huge month of all that happening with George Floyd and all that.
Yep.
So that might be what they're actually talking about. But Z's totally on that side.
It's as if the more comfortable parts of the nation decided to finally wake up to the fact that they've been living in a police state for longer than most previously cared to admit. And
fucking true.
The fact that there are clowns fighting. Look at this bitch with the fucking purple hair.
I love that.
And fuckers with fucking diamonds on their shirts.
Yep. There we are.
Of course they have Post Malone. Post Malone is like the fucking... They have the fucking pyramid there.
Yep, the pyramid and the symbol. But you've noticed another development cropping up alongside this wave of righteous political action. Leeching off the roiling energy of the nation, Jubilites have begun their own gatherings in huge numbers. The gathering of the Jubilites! At first, no one thinks of much of another few gangs of painted buffoons slipped in between the garish Trump motorcade and doom boat parades. But before you know it, you can barely point a camera anywhere without televising another preposterous gaggle of circus riffraff clowned up behind their masks. Certainly too many clowns for the comfort of the corporate media, but if you're being honest, maybe too many for yours as well. You begin to wonder what you've unleashed upon the nation. Quickly, social media seemed to realize that this was a different flavor of political action. Holy shit, they're like in riot gear type shit. No, they are wearing masks. Yeah, they're wearing masks, and they're in riot gear. And they're in clown shit. Yep. The sheer number of clowns with guns roaming the streets are making the people with all the money and power very nervous. Like, maybe the usual methods of media propaganda aimed at subduing these movements won't work on this crowd. See, like, I really, really disagree with these methods, but this is fucking true. I very much am just like, this is awful, but at the same time, this is so interesting. Like, this shit needs to happen without killing anybody. Can we do this without killing anybody? If this this could happen if some fucker was just like, let's just be clowns. Jay! No! I refuse! My god. I am not gonna... First of all, no clown sonas. Second off, I am not starting a fucking movement around them. My clown sona is going to be unveiled in the finale of this series. It's a promise.
Mine will not be.
It's going to happen, guys.
You'll have to PayPal me like $80,000.
I don't fucking have $80,000.
Exactly. We're starting a GoFundMe to see Jay's Clown Sona. You have to get $80,000 in.
God damn it.
And the best part is it'll never get there.
Yep.
Famous Jesus last Christ. Words.
There's a sense that once the clowns are out of the barn, closing the door won't do much good.
And maybe there's something to it. As the police escalated their violent brutality in retaliation to the unrest, Jubilites seized upon the chaos. Once they saw it was possible to drive police out of an area by force, they grew bolder in their aggression. No longer were your clowns an aimless gathering of oddities, a sideshow of loitering farceurs. Is that how you say that?
I'm assuming it's based on like farce, and yeah, so probably. They were hijacking the political atmosphere toward their own objectives, and in turn, yours. Your detractors got a lot of airtime vilifying your followers for perverting a righteous social movement, and you find it hard to disagree with the point. But neither the slander from bad faith corporate shills nor the legitimate criticism from genuine activists ever seemed to stick.
The spectacle of it drew even more people in, who would begin wearing with paint, and the more painted faces showed up. The more painted faces showed up, the more your movements appeared to stake its claim as a force entirely distinct from the origins of the civil unrest. Force now taking the momentum of your once modest social media campaign and flooring it.
Also, that they just fucking burned down a police station.
They did. I thought that was a Star of David, and I was like, that's fucked. But then I was like, wait, that's a police badge.
Yeah. It now looks like police precincts are everywhere. Police precincts everywhere may start falling like dominoes, and you see no reason to tell people to take their huge floppy shoes off the gas pedal.
But you can't put too much personal focus on what's happening around the country. There's just way too... Oh my god, it's like it's nationwide, these fuckers.
Yeah. Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I wasn't thinking. I was thinking it was just in her town. But then I realized...
16 million, Jay. 16 million.
And if all of them are activists, like... How many people were in the United States? Like 100 million?
About 355 million.
355 million. So but that's a decent fucking chunk.
That's checked. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, I'm sure there's some fans from overseas or something, but so I don't know,
But still, they could fly in.
Yeah, exactly. They probably would.
Anyway, there's way too much happening locally you need to deal with. You've been ordering your new recruits to take care of business here on the island while you're enforced hiding. You have a team dedicated to making sure Abby's horse stays fed, for instance. Oh, that's awesome. Wait, but why is she hiding now? If there's no reason to hide anymore.
Well, maybe they've not gotten to the part of their plan where they can stop hiding, because they're island or something. I don't know. With the help of Percy, an infrastructure of local Jubilite activity is beginning to emerge, which can operate somewhat autonomously from your direct supervision. Your inner circle directly overseeing this infrastructure has begun calling itself Ring 3.
I don't think Percy... We can write off Percy as like a person who isn't in on this.
No, I don't think so.
I guess he is just a simp. That's unfortunate. That would have been such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Like, to explain away the reason that like, they look so different is that the fact that they're being paid attention to. Dude, that would have been so cool.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea.
I'm so upset. Being able to delegate important stuff is good news. Considering your health has been in decline after showing symptoms of COVID-19, you decided to self-quarantine in the area. Maybe that's why she isn't going anywhere.
Z and I are siblings.
Fuck off.
Abby and Percy rented another one across town, while trying to stay out of view.
Hold down the old fort all by yourself. You have plenty of time alone to plot and scheme in between your coughing fits and fever visions.
Admittedly, this is not the most fun you've had during your brand's rise to international...
That's why she was hallucinating so much.
Are you sure? Well, it's been over the course of many weeks.
True. But, I mean, she hasn't had any treatment or anything.
Yeah, but it doesn't... I mean, I'm not going to get any treatment. You don't need treatment.
That's fair. I don't know. Did you read this already, or do I need to?
Yeah.
So you have read this?
Yes.
The carefree days of drinking expensive wine at Abby's house while in perfect health and bullshitting about gender are starting to feel like a distant memory.
But the administrative needs of your movement don't take a break just because you got sick. The show must go on.
Oh, she's still planning.
Yeah.
Since the day you went with Percy to meet the first few recruits fresh off their boats, thousands of additional Jubilites have infiltrated the island using the same method. Boats arrive at the western docks, usually at night. They unload and head back to the mainland for more, while the new recruits settle in wherever they can.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Jay.
Yeah.
Their goal, at this point, I think, is to convert this entire island.
Yeah.
They're gonna have this island be the headquarters for the Jubilites.
It's the capital of pretty much the world.
Yeah. Airbnbs and campsites mostly, while some continue living on their boats, and others break into empty summer homes.
The fact that thousands of radicalized plainclothes clowns are now covertly occupying this island is the basis for the next series of operations you are planning. To the untrained eye, your schematics may appear to be total madness, but as you frequently assure yourself, it is anything but. Wait, I did not mean to do that.
As far as you're concerned, your name could belong with the great tacticians of history someday, but only if you can maintain your focus to see this through, which you must admit has been pretty difficult with this illness ravaging your body and mind, and with these damned visions getting more. Frequent or intense? Frequent?
Both. There she was again. At least you think that was her. It's always hard to be sure when it's happening in your peripheral vision, or the periphery of your imagination, you guess. It's strange that you've been seeing her more often than him lately. He was never far off from your disturbed hallucinations for obvious reasons.
Huh.
Yeah.
The way he died, the nature of that sickness, and what it did to him, it left a mark on your psyche that would probably never go away.
But her? You decided falling out and never spoke again. Is it guilt that is causing your mind to conjure her? You wrestle with the question for days until finally an unassuming email that you stumbled on in your spam folder provides you with an answer.
God, I love this song so much. Someone was trying to collect on a medical bill of some sort. It's an ambulance fee, actually. An ambulance that was used about 2 months ago. They're trying to collect the bill from you. Oh. Her mom.
Yep. Maybe she's
Mom must
dead.
have just died. The person originally billed wasn't you, it was her.
The fact that they're trying to collect from you instead of your mother must mean it couldn't be. Could it?
Yep. You do some more digging. You call the hospital where the ambulance dropped her off. After some time on hold, you confirm. It's not the fact that she's dead that blows your mind, it's the date, April 20th.
God, that's awful.
The fucking same day that they killed the cop.
Yep. She got COVID-19 in early April and died on 4/20, the day this lunacy all began. She'd been dead for almost 7 weeks, and you never even knew it. That's awful.
Aside from being stunned by the revelation, you feel nothing. You only ever had one bullet of grief in the chamber. You used that when your dad died. You made the most of that bullet, too. You used it to drive yourself insane, quit school, run off to an island. If your dead mom is expecting any tears from you, she's shit out of luck.
So... that's something I'll talk about later. But you know she wouldn't be expecting anything of the sort. That's why she never called. Maybe she had different plans for you. Plans she didn't even know you had. She had, or an impact on your life she didn't know she was causing. Perhaps it was the invocation of a dying curse from a bitter old woman. And that's what you've been contending with ever since the night she passed.
You don't really associate the death of your parents with grief or loss anymore. That was just another one of society's lies. That these were things you were supposed to feel. Instead, you feel like their departure represents a burdensome torch that is being passed, an inheritance of sorts, all the psychological baggage a parent accumulates their whole life.
When they die, that lifetime of manic energy, the striving and struggling, the failures and disappointments, the things they wish they became but never did, all of it has nowhere to go when the body dissolves. So it all flows right into you.
That's how it was with your dad, watching him slip away slowly, the feeling of initial sadness for him gradually twisted into something that was nothing like sadness at all. More like a screaming inside that got louder every day. You watched his desperation grow as he knew the end was near.
God. He was being devoured in his final days by the feeling that he wasn't given nearly enough time on Earth. fell so far short of turning his life into the thing he once imagined it would be. And the result of staring into this abyss was utter panic. And where does all that panic go? Who feels the blame, the sense of accusation, the demented rage all over the unfairness of it all? It was you.
Your true inheritance is this tortured understanding, an implied contract since the day of your birth, that you will be all that remains of his legacy, that now it's up to you to bring meaning through familial continuity into a life. He just went to painful lengths to make clear he barely even considered himself worth living. But
he had no intention of honoring that inheritance. The contract was worthless, partly because he never agreed to it, but more importantly, he gained disturbing insight into its author in the process of watching him die. He didn't lose respect for him, it was somehow worse than that. He began to question his agency as a human being. You question his humanity itself. God, this fucks with me.
As the sickness tore away at him, it took little bits of his mind along the way. Your father's intellect and personality were being dismantled in such alarming ways. He began to wonder if you even knew what a human being was anymore.
This hurts me. But you don't really wonder anymore. I think you simply understand now. A person is a phenomenal illusion, carefully held together by healthy neurons, which once disrupted appears a series of hellish algorithms firing the wrong way all the time for the express purpose of creating horror in all those who believed they loved him.
My God. Well, this explains Z. This explains Z's actions. They believed they loved him because they believed he was real, not merely a jumble of algorithmic insanity which just happened to be executing in a proper sequential order most of the time.
Is that what you are too? A bunch of psychopathic, inhuman algorithms firing until you get everyone who joins your movement killed? Or if your algorithms aren't quite satisfied with that, until you rip this country apart and get everyone killed? Fuck.
Yeah. The coughing fits are heavier now, more frequent. You know this must be her influence. It makes no sense in any scientific way, but you can just feel it. Her ghostly hand closing around your throat. Your dad's curse was bestowing his existential insanity upon you. The burden of striving for the American dream which cracked your brain and sent you running away for good.
Your mom never forgave you for it, so her dying curse is this disease. Same one that claimed her, and you know how she thinks. Why shouldn't you have to suffer the same way she did? COVID-19 is highly contagious, but you wonder if anyone's yet realized it can be transmitted psychically by a vengeful spirit.
God. It's probably time to just throw in the towel. Just stop all this running and hiding, turn yourself over to the cops before you can endanger anyone else. Sure, you disappoint a lot of people that way. Millions who've become deeply invested in your defiance of this brutal imperialistic police state.
The disappointment resulting from letting them all down would be a blessing at this point. Relative to the scale of damage that the misfire to your algorithmic insanity could be truly capable of.
Or maybe you don't even need to turn yourself in. Maybe the fact that your mom is trying to kill you here now is her final act of mercy. For you and everyone else. Maybe it'll just knock you off before you even get the chance to realize your full destructive potential. Go ahead. You bitch! This is what you wanted! Isn't it, Mom? So go ahead and fucking drag me to the fucking grave with you already.
Ding dong, ding
Oh
dong,
boy.
Ding,
What's this gonna be?
Ding, ding. Hear the doorbell ring. Who the fuck could that be?
Oh, it's Percy. He's just dropping off your supplies for today. You really need to calm down. This disease is obviously making you paranoid. There's clearly nothing to worry about.
Uh-oh.
Percy, were you followed? No, don't look, fool. Oh, shit. Get in here, quick. Fuck, yeah, they were telling you. Look at this shit. We're fucking surrounded. Must be the entire precinct out there. Percy, you can't be this sloppy. You just fucked it all up. Okay, I'm sorry. This isn't your fault. I probably should have had a different guy bringing you me shit. You already are on their radar. Ah, damn, I just keep pulling you deeper into the hot water, don't I?
Aww.
Well, don't worry. I'll get you out of this shit. I'll get us both out. All I need to do is escalate the plan a bit. Also, Percy just caught COVID.
Yep. Percy's face seems to ask the question. Plan?
It was inevitable. It was inevitable anyway. Not just here, everywhere in the country, apparently. These fuckers have a lot of blood on their hands. Their crimes are finally catching up with them.
Oh, fuck.
Death to the cops. Delivered.
Shit.
Oh boy. Oh shit. Percy's not happy. Oh no.
This is about to be police genocide.
Yep. And then end of chapter?
No. You can't do that to me. Thank God.
Cutscene.
And
I almost said flash, but that's not how this works.
what's she about to do?
Fucking genocide.
Nope, she's just firing. Poor Percy. Everyone's gonna fucking die. How is she missing everybody? Then again, she has like 80,000 times the firepower outside.
Jesus Christ.
Agreed.
There's so many fucking cops.
Shit. Poor Percy. Percy's just trying to vibe. Oh, fuck. What do the clowns mean? Oh, fuck!
There we are. See, there comes a point where you just kind of have to distance yourself from thinking that this is horrible and start being like, you know what, whatever, I fucking love this.
Holy shit. Look at all those clowns. Oh shit. Two of them are coming in. That guy has a fucking minigun, dude. Percy!
Holy shit!
See, even the art on his face changed.
Holy shit! They actually killed Percy.
Yep. Oh god, they have a fucking rocket launcher up there.
Oh my god,
Holy
Jay.
fuck.
Yeah, this, oh my god.
And now,
Z is
now for
very
Percy, Z has a fucking bloodlust. Percy isn't dead.
Percy, oh my god, Percy!
The last thing Percy ever did.
Percy! Holy shit, man. What the fuck? And that's it of chapter, right?
Please no. Thank God.
Not quite.
Just gonna say goodbye to Percy real
Jesus
quick.
fucking Christ, Jay!
Poor Percy. Percy didn't make it. There's no time for tears. Now that you've gone this far with the accelerated version of your plan, there's no turning back. You need to put the whole thing in motion.
What the fuck?
She doesn't even have time to grieve.
Well, at least you won't get COVID, right?
God, fuck off.
God damn it.
What's that mean?
I'm sick. The execution of this command, hundreds of Jubilite teams spring into action, guys crawling out of the woodwork at almost every well-populated location on the island.
But none of these guys are armed. In fact, none of them look remarkable in any way. Could all easily be mistaken for locals, and they will be.
Your assiduously planned false flag operation has begun. Anyone who looked at just one of the viral videos showing your plain-clothed Jubilites lurching out of their homes, grabbing their necks, and choking as they collapse to their lawns and driveway asphalt might think the performance looked a little fishy. What?!
Anyone who had COVID just walked outside and just...
No!
Wait, what the fuck just happened? Did they just
No, go back, go back. Go back one.
Oh, did they just... Is this gas?
They're all bleeding out of their mouths. Oh wait, wait, what the fuck? Wait a second.
How do they do that? We planned so many of these guys in so many places, all staging this performance at the exact same time.
Oh,
resulting
staging,
in
okay.
Okay, so many pieces of independent footage.
Okay.
The full breadth of such content spreading rapidly across social media begins to have an alarming effect.
Okay, so it's not a cult suicide. Okay.
Thank God.
We have guys harvesting all the footage coming in.
I was about to say Jeffrey Dahmer. No, not Dahmer.
The best.
Who was the guy who did that?
I don't remember.
Anyway.
Stuff. The most gripping, scariest portrayals of an invisible airborne agent cutting down the locals of Nantucket Island right outside their homes and releasing the content strategically to optimize the proliferated shock.
Then come a few other touches, which requires no effort or planning at all. Real panic, not from your guys, from the true locals who start catching on to what's happening. Actual people screaming in the background of your footage near the pretend bodies running away, getting into cars, peeling down the residential roads. The panic isn't just good for optics.
It's the entire purpose of this charade. Okay, Jay, I do want to say something real quick, alright?
Mm-hmm.
So, this has progressed to the point where I'm no longer, where I have started rooting for Z as a villain. You know what I mean?
So you aren't rooting for Z anymore?
No, I am.
Okay.
And instead of rooting for Z as an anti-hero, I'm rooting for Z as a villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was a brief interlude there where I was... interlude, get it? Where I was not rooting for Z, where I was like, what the fuck's going on? But now I'm rooting for Z as a villain, the same way I'd root for, the main character in Demon. But, it's...
I just can't get over how awful these actions are.
It's like Death Note. You've seen Death Note?
Yes,
right?
of course. Maybe? I've seen Death Note.
Cool. Yeah, that's right. I always forget which anime you've seen and which you haven't, because you've seen, no anime.
True, but Death Note's one of those ones that... No, I watched the Netflix movie. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, the kind of thing where I was always one of the people who rooted for Light.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna sit here and be happy with his actions or anything.
Oh, of course not. No, Light is a horrible person.
Light and Z have a commonality in the fact that they're both horrible people.
That's what I mean. But I also found it fascinating to be able to root for Light. I rooted for Light because his plans were so convoluted. I rooted for Light because it was interesting to watch, and I feel like it's the same thing here with Z, right?
Wait, but Z's trying to limit civilian casualties.
Yeah, which is good. Z might be less evil than Light. In fact, Z is almost definitely less evil than Light.
Unless she pulls out a notebook and starts listing people she wants dead, then
right. Because so far they've only killed cops, which But anyways, yeah. So that's my point. It's I completely disagree with Z's actions, but I'm starting to root for Z as a villain, which is making me more invested in the story.
Yeah, this is awful.
It's awful and awesome at the same time.
I can't get over just how awful these actions are. Literally staging everyone dying from COVID outside their homes.
I love it.
And that's why they're panicking so bad, because they don't want COVID.
Yep. I love it.
Nobody gets hurt. They all just get out.
The panic begins with a trickle, but once the media starts running the footage, it turns into a flood, creating a stampede of people trying to all leave the island all at once. Ordinarily, it would be irresponsible, you think. It would be if you didn't have a transportation plan ready to go, which of course you do. If there's one thing you and your simp army isn't short on, it's boats. Jay.
Oh, they're using all the boats.
I'm right. They're getting everybody out of the island except for them.
Taking over the fucking island.
The cops are dead, all of them.
Yeah, exactly. That was all the cops they had. They were all used against Z, but somehow...
There were fucking so many cops out there. There's no way they had more in this tiny island.
All the boats that brought them here, plus a whole lot more which were idle and porch waiting to be repurposed, are at the ready for the surge of frightened locals. Your team takes charge, yelling at the crowds which way to go. They load, cast off, and when they drop them at the mainland, the empty boats will just turn around and head back for more.
The whole fleet will keep at it, all night long if needed, until the island holds no one who wants to leave.
As chaos swirls around the media in response to this attack, there are real questions about what actually happened. Even as everyone flees in desperation just to be safe, questions about who was responsible for the attack, whether it was even real, why approximately 40 police officers were slaughtered in a shootout just as the attack began.
And the talking heads of corporate media will surely spin, as they always do. But this is a narrative for you to control, not through your dispatched teams, false flags, or leaked footage. As the leader of the Jubilite movement, this is something you need to address personally.
It's too important to let it wait. You fight through the pain of your gunshot wound and the shortness of breath caused by the virus and begin streaming to your friends right away. Holy shit.
You announce to the world that federal authorities appear to have deployed a vicious biochemical attack intended to target you and the members of your movement, which have been organizing on this island. They've seen how dangerous the Jubilites have been to the stability of state and corporate power, and they decided to crush the opposition at its source.
But you would...
Holy shit, Z!
So she's just blaming... Wow.
Z's like, yeah, the fucking government wanted to silence me, so they decided to drop a biochemical weapon in this island.
But you and your most loyal supporters survived retreating into shelters until the attack subsides. You go on to urge any civilians who haven't evacuated yet, and there's blood all over, to leave for their own safety. You seize upon the moment to swear vengeance on the state which committed this atrocity to continue escalating the many pockets of insurgency already boiling over across the country.
Z's gonna fucking take over the world. Yeah. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, no shit.
Like, this is chapter 5 of 9, Jay.
Hi, Hitler.
There's only 9. There's also still 4 more
Say Hitler.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Hail Z.
That's
Hail
not the
Z
same
69 Clown Motor 420. No reason to waste an opportunity to continue taking the fight to them. Over the last week of riots, you've seen state power bleed, and as long as there's blood in the water, you might as well release your sharks.
Fighting for air makes the transmission difficult. At first you curse your luck again, wondering if it's even possible to have contracted the disease at a worse time. As you desperately cough out your angry statement to the world, you realize it's a nice touch. Helps sell the idea that you just survived a biochemical attack once you recover.
If you recover. You'll tell Abby you couldn't have scripted it any better if you tried.
But you can't call her to brag about the bleeding of the stuck pig that is the United States of America just yet. There's your own bleeding to attend to. Percy.
And that of fallen comrades.
Psychic damage is already halfway through.
God.
Despite the losses suffered today, you can't help but reflect on what a successful implementation of pranks this has all been. Really not a bad day of work for a concept you bullshitted into existence through a series of hallucinatory revelations. Suddenly wonder if the founding of fathers ever had a similar thoughts about the Constitution. That's kind of a messed up thought.
This is super interesting because also, like, yes, Z is a villain in this case, right? But also, Z holds a lot of the same beliefs as I do.
Oh, God. So you're just relating to the villain.
Well, I am, but I mean, I would never do actions like this. But everything that they're talking about in terms of, like, the state and all this stuff, it's like, it's fucking true. Like, this is a lot of left-wing thinking, you know? Like, of course, they're on some of the extreme sides of it, but, like, it's true. Like, they're right. It's just their actions aren't right. They're doing the wrong thing to address it. None of that material was anywhere near as fun or cool as yours, though. Still, whatever moves they made or words they wrote, you guess it was strong enough to earn them all several centuries of retroactive dick-sucking in the history books. Even Washington's lowliest of simps probably got their due. Jesus Christ.
Pretty fucked. And yours will, too.
Aww. It's actually really sad. Fucking Percy.
This is awful. They got my boy.
Z, what the fuck are you doing?
Even when he's dead?
Hussie is a fan of corpse mooching, isn't he?
Joke me like you hate. You said corpse, man.
Yeah, but the word corpse mooch has appeared in Homestuck.
I don't know what corpse smooch
Rest
means.
in peace, loyal simp.
R.I.P. You're the first casualty of war.
Well, no, well, the police officers were. The first one.
Slump.
But fucking dead Percy is fucking background.
This can't end here, right?
It's gonna end here.
No. Flash to Abby.
To be fair, I said it was gonna end. Yep, there we go.
Fuck!
We're caught up, Jay.
No, we aren't. We can't be.
Yeah, we are. We're caught up. How does that feel?
Holy shit.
Yeah. What the fuck?
I don't
To
know,
be continued. Here we are. We're actually on the to be continued page. Because we're caught up.
Holy shit.
That was not okay.
No.
Of course, we're not caught up by the time this comes out. To reiterate for anybody who doesn't know, it's going to come out like the Sunday after Chapter 6 comes out, right? But I believe there's a break between Chapters 7 and 8. and we're just gonna still be uploading that Sunday, so that's when we actually get caught up in terms of uploading. But we're recording every Wednesday as it comes out. And then chapter 7 will come out the week that no chapters are released, and then chapter 8 will be the week chapter 8 is released, etc. But yeah, holy shit, guys, what the fuck? I don't know what this is crazy. I love this so much, but it's horrible, and I love it. This is so weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel.
Holy shit. Oh, fuck. This is something, alright. Okay, so I think this is really well written, and I think Hussie's amazing, and he always is, but just like, I can't get over how fucked every action that's been made is.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit. She just blamed the government for biochemical warfare on their own people. If that was true, do you realize how much of a fucking war crime that would be?
Yeah, but our government has done some bad things.
I'm not saying that they haven't, but I'm saying, like, still.
No, I know.
This is gonna cause, like, an absolute fucking civil war.
Yeah, no, it is. And I think that's where the story's going.
It's like if June had been, like, 10 times worse.
And less based.
Yeah. What does based mean again?
I mean, I think it's just, like, based on, like, here, let me see.
But I just, like, holy shit. I just can't figure out the words right. I can't figure out the right words.
Oh, not the Urban Dictionary one, but, like, the actual word for something is based, which is have as a foundation for something, use as a point from which something can develop.
What's the Urban Dictionary?
Oh, the Urban Dictionary is the quality of having an opinion without regard for what other people think. Often a controversial opinion, but not always. No. What I mean is, like, less reasonable, you know? Like, June had an important start to it. There was, like, a reason that started that was a good reason, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And this is just craziness.
Yeah. Yeah. But I love it. This, again, it's getting so much closer to Demon. Like, you need to read Demon, Jay, because you'll see what I mean. Holy fuck.
Holy fuck.
I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Anyways, we should probably end this episode.
I'm in such shock, I don't know how to say.
Yeah.
Like, I said, I just can't figure out the right words to say to express how I feel.
Yeah, no, it's insane. I'm enjoying this so much.
I'm in shock.
Yeah.
Shock review.
Again, I think it's becoming more and more clear why people don't like this. Why some people don't like this.
Because it's of how politically dicey it gets.
Extremely politically dicey, and it's follows a villain, which I think stories that follow villains aren't necessarily the most popular.
True. But just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all you beautiful, valid people out there, thank you for tuning into this episode of Psycholonials. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. That would be greatly appreciated. Comment down below, tell us what you thought. Subscribe with post notifications if you want to see what we're doing next. Come join the Discord. There's some beautiful people there that would love to come and talk to you. And also follow the Twitter, because I'll use it eventually, at least within the next 30 years.
Eventually that number's going to have to go down to 29, Jay.
Nope.
I'm going to keep adding a year every year.
Yep.
Sounds good.
It's going to be... eventually it's going to have to go up to 31, actually. Once the channel hits a year, it's going to be 31.
Of course it is. Stay tuned for that, guys.
Alright. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day, night, whatever time it is for you, and we'll see you in the next one.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Holy shit.